Hello, welcome to episode 298. We're going to be detecting banner patterns. This is a request from episode clips. We're in version 1.19. And basically what we're going to do is make ourselves any banner we like with the loom. And we're going to do a set block for it, so we can just paste it on there. We're going to do a give command for it, so we can give ourselves one. We're going to detect when it's on the wall. Is it on the wall? Yes, it is. Is it on the wall now? No, it's not. Is the player holding it? I'm holding it. Is it on the floor? No. Yes. Is it in a chest? There's some in the chest. Yes, it is. And is it on a player's shield? Well, there's the banner. That's not it. Oops. F3D, that's not it. And it's on the shield. So that's what we're doing. We're going to use a loom because that's a really easy way of making the banner, and then we'll extract the pattern from it, and then we'll be using all these different ways of detecting for that pattern in different places. Anyway, that's basically it. Let's make it now. Okay, let's start by making ourselves a banner. I'm going to want this little wall to put my banner on, and I'm just going to make a nice little simple banner. So let's have a gradient, and we'll have a little light grey flower on it. That's one I usually use myself. Okay, and I will make myself a shield with it as well. Okie dokie, let's get rid of those, we don't need those anymore. We'll keep these down here. First thing we're going to do is, let's do a set block. So we've got our shield, we've made it the easy way, and let's do a set block. Now the easiest way to do a set block is to put it down where you want it, and then we'll have a look at the command by doing F3 and I, and it's copied the command. Now I can get rid of it, and I'll just paste that into there. And what it's done is it's given us the command to recreate that block again. So we could just say, boink, there it is, nice and easy. Okay, first let's remove this, we don't need that. Black wall banner. Okay, facing north, pretty self-explanatory. If we change that to south, it's going to be facing that way. Same for east and west. So you can change that if you want. And then we've got the pattern, and the pattern is what I'm interested in. Okay, that's the pattern. Now I want that pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to control middle mouse that block and put it over here. And I'm going to get that pattern. So let's delete everything up to patterns and open square brackets. So let's go all the way to the end where we close those square brackets and delete that little spare curly bracket. Okay, now we've got the pattern of that shield. Now we can use that. Let's say done. Just leave that for now. Let's give ourselves, let's use a command to give ourselves the banner. A give. Let's copy our pattern. Copy. Actually, what I should do, I should write one. I'll write one first. We'll write one out so we can see it being written. Give, and it's a black banner. Now we want some information. Now, when we're giving it, we have to block entity tag. And that's where we're going to put our pattern. So this time I'll type it. Patterns is a list of patterns. And we had two. So one pattern, two patterns. And the pattern consisted of a colour, which was purple, which is 10. You don't have to remember all the colours because we can just point at the thing and do F3 to get the information like we did before. And it will also need a pattern. And I think the pattern for gradient is probably GRU, which I imagine stands for gradient up. I'm just guessing. And our next pattern will be color. Stop it. 8. And what was the pattern for that? Was it flow for flower? Flow. Okay. Done. That looks good. Yeah, okay, there's one there. Nice. Yeah. So we can now give ourselves one. Let's do detection. Let's detect it on the wall. So copy those coordinates, fill, FFF. It was tab, tab, tab. I don't know why I said FFF. Don't go down there. Right. So this will be detect on a wall. Execute, execute, execute. If block at those coordinates. And we'll just change it a bit. Actually, let's just check the data. So let's do execute if data block at those coordinates. And I'll open and close. And then I'm going to go over here and copy my pattern. And instead of writing it out, this time I'm just going to do pasting. And let's paste the pattern in there. Okay, you can see, I'll just show you the whole command so you can see it in case you want to. It's the same thing as we had before. Is it going to be a banner? Let's find out. Run banner found. Well, we can't just do that. We have to say banner found. Done. Banner found. Okay, let's get rid of the banner. Nothing. Cool. Okay, put the banner back. F3D, banner found. Right, so we can check it on a wall. Let's check it if it's in the player's inventory. That's going to be a little bit different. So let's detect in, let's say player, because chests can have inventory as well. In fact, we should do a chest check as well. We'll do a chest check later. Okay, detect it if it's in the inventory. Execute. If player, if data, I want to know if my player is holding the banner. So let's check their selected item. And let's have a look at the data for the player first. Data get entity at P selected item. Game rule, send command feedback true. Try that again. Okay, now we can see the information. Let's do F3D. Let's bring it up so it's by itself. So we're holding, now we can see we go into tag, and then tag, we look into patterns. Okay. We've got one patterns there, but we've also got BlockEntityTag. Let's check that. So tag, BlockEntityTag, then check the pattern. Okay, so let's try that. Tag. Now it's just showing us the tag. Okay, let's try .BlockEntityTag. Let's clear the chat and do it again to make it clearer. Aha! Now we're going all the way down to patterns. Okay. Selected item tag, block entity tag, open and close. Done. Get the pattern from my clipboard, copy, and put that in there. Done. Okay, let's do it with a sign. Nothing. Do it while holding the banner. Nothing. Perfect. Doesn't work at all. Isn't that wonderful? What have we done wrong? Let's have a look. What we've done is we've not put anything on the end. Run, say, banner found. You're probably laughing at me, thinking he'll find out in a minute. Okay, so let's hold the banner. Banner found. Cool. So we've detected it. If the player's holding it, what about if it's on the floor? Okay, let's do a floor check. Detect on the floor. We don't want to search the whole world. There aren't really any entities in my world, but we'll just search near the player. We'll do the near the player first. So let's execute at. In fact, I could just do at. Execute at the nearest player, so that's going to be me. As any entity who is within the distance of less than 5. And it has to be an item. Let's say it's an item as well. Type equals item. If data entity, that entity we've just found, item dot tag dot block entity tag, and then let's do the curly brackets. Done. Item tag block entity tag. Let's throw one on the floor. Doink. Data get entity type equals item. That should be the only item on the floor in my world, so this is a good enough selector to find it. Ooh, okay, it's busy. So we're looking in item on the floor, yes, and then we're looking into its item, which is here, item, and then we're going into tag, and then we're going into block entity tag. Okay, done. Let's get the pattern. Copy the pattern. Put the pattern in there. Press a button. Nothing. Throw one on the floor. Press a button. Nothing. Wonderful. Let's have a look. See why it doesn't work. We've done the same thing again. Run, say, banner found. I'm going to do that every single time. Okay, clear the chat. Throw one on the floor. Press the button. Banner found. Black banner. So it's actually the banner that said it itself, because we are executing as. We are executing as that item, so it's saying itself, I'm here. Okay. So now we've checked it on the wall, we've checked it on the player, we've checked it on the floor. We were going to check it in a chest, weren't we? Let's do that. So let's get ourselves a chest. Boink. So this is going to be detect in a chest. That's not says chest. In a chest. Okay, so here's our block. Let's get the coordinates of the block field. Tap, tap, tap. Copy. Let's put a back banner in there in slot 0. I believe it's 0 to 7, 8 onwards. So it's like across there, then across there, then across there. Are you in there? Yes, you are. Okay, now if we wanted to, we could do F3I, and I've copied the information of that, and we can paste it into there, and that'll give us pretty much what we're looking for. So we've got a chest, yeah, we don't care which way it's facing or anything like that. What we're interested in is this bit here, but here we go, items, a list of items, and we're going to be looking for black banner. Yeah. Okay, so can we just take all of that off? I wonder if we can. Let's go home. Let's go all the way to where it says items. Here. Let's take all of that away. And okay, let's try that. Let's copy. All we've done is we've taken off the beginning bit. Done. Detect chest. Oh, we don't have the coordinates of the chest anymore now though. Field tab 28, 56, 15. Okay. 28, 56, 15. I'll do that now because I'll just forget otherwise. Execute if block is a chest. And then we'll just paste in that bit we just copied. Bang. Done. Oh, we've done it again. I did it again. But this time I remembered straight away. Oh. I appear to have opened up a waypoint of some sort. Run, say, banner, found. Okay, done. F3D. There we go. So we found it in there. Shall I rewrite that command? It's in the description. If you want to see how this command is written, it's in the description. Let's do some changes though, because we are checking Yup, here we go. We are checking slot 0 and count 1. So you can change those to whatever you like. Count, quite simple. Is there 1? If I change that to a 2, they're done. There's only 1. Doesn't work. If we pop another one on top of it, it works. So that's what that one's doing. Home. And we've got slot. Slot 0, let's change that to 1. Done. It's not in slot 1 now. 0, 1. Doesn't work. Move it across. Press the button. Now it works. What about any slot? Just remove where it says slot. Oops, keep that comma. So now any slot will do it. So we could just put it over there, everyone. Yes, banner found. And you can do the same. Again, you can take away the count. And now it's not going to care. It doesn't care how many there are or which slot they're in. It's just going to look until it finds one. It probably starts at 0, works its way along. Banner found. Okay, so that's chest. I think, oh, we could do shield. Let's check to see if it's in the shield, on the shield as well. Is the player holding a shield with the right banner on it? Might as well do that. While we're here, what's going on? Got a lot of ways to detect. We won't check for shield on the floor or any of that stuff. We'll just do or shield in or on a shield in an item frame. If you want one of those and you can't work it out yourself, just drop a comment and I'll post the answer. Let's do shield. So we're going to be checking for the player. So execute if data entity at P, because it's me, selected item. Now last time we did selected item dot tag dot block entity tag, and we can do that again. So basically, if I just leave this here and say done, if we go back over to this one, which was checking the player, is the player holding the banner? Says banner found. Now if I also hold the shield, it says banner found, but I'm not holding a banner. And that's because we're only checking if there is a block entity tag with this pattern. So, that might be good enough for you. If not, though, you might want to say, well, I don't want them to be holding I don't want it to work if they're holding the banner or the shield. I want one or the other. So we're going to have to change this slightly. So we can't go straight into tag block entity tag. We're going to have to say selected item, because the ID is not in the tag block entity tag. So we're going to do ID shield. So now we're just checking for a shield. So if I click on this, I remembered. Banner found. Oh, I didn't remember to type say though, did I? Okay, banner found. No. Do we actually have to say Minecraft shield? Do we need the namespace? It's always worth checking things. Okay, that one needs the namespace. So it won't work with banner, will work with shield. Currently working with any shield. So now we're inside selected item. Now we can go inside tag. Now we're inside tag. Now we can go inside block entity tag. Now we're inside block entity tag. And now we can go and get our pattern that we saved. And put the pattern into the block entity tag. Done. Done. F3D, press the button. That worked for shield. Didn't work for banner. Let's F3D just to make sure. Didn't work for banner. Does it work for any shield? It shouldn't. Cross your fingers. Cool. There we go. So we can make ourselves a banner. We can then F3 and I to copy the information, set block it. we can then take out of this information the pattern, and we can use the pattern in a give command. It detects when it's on the wall, detect when I'm holding it, detect it on the floor, detect it in a container. Obviously that could be a hopper or a barrel. You just have to change this here. And we can detect when it's on a shield as well. And like I said, if you want to check if it's on a shield and the shield is in an item frame and you can't work it out yourself, anything like that, just chuck a comment down in the description. That's it. Just checking banners, and we've gone on for nearly 20 minutes. Sorry about that, but I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.